Hello YouTube friends, it's Dale from whatever the weather may be. I just came out into the yard today, just now, to check on everything. We had a very large rain last night and I think we got about over an inch of rain. So I just thought I would take a little gander around, and I'm so glad I'm still going to show you these beauties. These are my black irises. All the other irises around here behind are all finished, but these ones are still going. They're just about done though. Aren't they beautiful? So this garden is resting a little bit. There was irises all along here, and there was irises at the back here. So the next thing that will be blooming will be these echinaceas. These are all echinaceas here, and the lilies. There's a red daylily and an orange daylily, and behind here and there is delphiniums. So there's a little breather, and then the color will come back, which will be really nice. Look at my beautiful 9-bark. It's blooming. Oops, went the wrong way. Bear with me a minute. Isn't that gorgeous? I've never seen it bloom like that before. So, we'll take a little gander around. Everything is looking so nice and green again. It was getting pretty dry. It's been very dry. I have to do watering every day. But things are starting to grow like crazy. Look at my mint patch here. I've been harvesting mint and drying it already. I've got a lot up to dry, and we've been drinking mint tea every afternoon. It's so good. I have 4 different kinds. This part here is peppermint, that part's spearmint, this is chocolate mint, and that is ginger mint, and that's another bigger spearmint over there. So we'll have lots of mint tea. I'm making mint iced tea right now. I haven't tried it before, but I think it'll be good. So here's my little wildflower patch. I'm slowly introducing other varieties besides wildflowers in here. I've added a few Gloriosa daisies down here. There's a Liatris coming. I think there's more daisies coming here, but these are oxeye daisies, and those Dame Rockets. And these are just lamb's ears. And this is a pretty, isn't it gorgeous? Emerald purple sedum. And look at all the weeds I have to clear out. Portulaca, it's gone crazy. I've cut down all my chamomile. It was pretty much finished, but it'll come back again for one more time, I'm sure. It'll take a couple of weeks to rejuvenate itself, but it will. And then I'll be harvesting. I have harvested a lot of it already. Tomatoes are doing pretty good. There's even some little tiny tomatoes on some of these plants. Ground is still really wet. This rain happened last evening, and I haven't, there's a couple of tomatoes on that one too. So, looks like I'll have tomatoes. And under the arch here, I have nice beans coming up. On the other side of the arch is Hyacinth Bean, and that's going to grow up over the arch just to cover the arch. Inside, like this one right here and along here, those are Chinese noodle beans. They will be eaten. Those are for food. And I sowed a whole row of Swiss chard in here, and the cutworms have taken all but this one and this one. Here and here on the other side, those two are birdhouse gourds, And hopefully I can get them going enough to get them up on the trellis as well. And then on the other side of the trellis, all this here, that's all morning glories. And they're getting ready to catch on to the trellis too. So that'll be nice. Hopefully it won't take too long for the trellis to be covered. I'd like to see it covered this year. It was half covered last year. It was pretty. My fruits, I got a new red currant. I had ordered 2 black currants and 1 red currant. And the 1 black currant died, so I asked for a replacement because they're guaranteed. And they sent me a red currant, which is kind of upsetting because I wanted the black currants more than the red currants. So now I have 2 red currants and 1 black currant bush. This is red raspberries here. And it looks like they may do something this year. This is second year for them. They're quite small actually. Cucumber. This is the other red currant. It's doing very well. It's coming on very nicely. But it was a nice big plant to start with. This is the Wyoming black raspberries, and I'm pretty sure I'll get a harvest from these this year. And here's my one and only little black currant bush. Of course, there's always weeds. Always. I have to weed this, and I've been doing a lot of weeding. And here I've got purple pole beans, purple runner beans. They'll be going up this little structure that I made for them. I made this little structure just out of maple that we took out of the hedge. If you can see the hedge, well, maybe you can't see. There's parts of it, like this part right here, is different from that. That's maple growing in the Carigana. So we just chop it out of there because it kind of takes over. Here's a patty pan squash. One of my favorite things to grow. They are so good to eat too. And this is one of my new black berries. This one's doing really well, but the other one over here is kind of puny. And there's, of course, look at here. This is sunflower. It's a volunteer sunflower. I have a couple of cucumbers. This one's going the wrong way. I want it going this way. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what the name of them are. They're a lily, but I don't know the variety. My neighbor gave them to me when we moved here. And they're gorgeous. And there's another sunflower in the middle. I have a lot of volunteer sunflowers. There's one there. There's one there, popping up all over the place. And down here I've got my sweet peas. They're coming. Taking a while, but they're getting there. Ooh, the sun is hot. It's a very hot day today. We have a heat warning. Actually, extreme heat warning out. So here's the vegetable garden. Down at the very back is all beans. We'll go down there. I'm still battling with my portulaca here. Endless battle. So there's a few onions, and then this is all beans up to here. So all this is beans. And then I've got beets and some more multiplier onions. And in here, this space here, I had planted a whole row of kale, and the cutworms took them all. So I've resown, and I've got a half a row of kale there, and I got Swiss chard here, so we'll see. Carrots are doing not too bad, but look at the weeds in between. I've cleaned this out once, so I'll have to, when it's a little bit drier, I'll have to come and get rid of all this. And this is lettuce, and radish, and calendula. And I am going to put a little bit of more lettuce, a different variety across there. I like to succession sow my lettuce because it'll bolt and then it's over. So if I sow some more somewhere now, by the time this is ready to bolt, more will be growing. And we've been eating this already. It's really good. And here's the rest of the garden that I created this year. As you can see, it's full of portulaca. I've cleaned this part out. I did this the other day. I've got peppers all along here. And I got peppers, now my shadow's going to be in the way. I have peppers all along here too. Actually, some of them actually have peppers on. Well, they almost look like they'll be ready to eat. See, look at this stuff. It's horrible. But it does pull up very easily. So, see, it comes out really nice and easy. So, this is another day's job. These are poppies. I planted these at the end of April. They're purple poppies. And I didn't think they were going to come up, but they did. So that's great. One of the reasons why there is so much portulaca in here is that I have learned over the years not to pull it when it's really small before things that you sow are actually up. Many times I've been really crazy about keeping everything really clean, and I've actually pulled because things don't look like those poppies. They change. When they're first coming through the ground, they don't look like that. And portulaca doesn't look like that when it's first coming through the ground. So I'm pulling all what I'm thinking is weeds, and half the time I'm pulling things that I've actually sown. So now I can actually see what is a weed and what is not a weed, and I can clean things up. I think these fuzzy things are cosmos. I'm not sure. I don't remember planting cosmos, but it sure looks like cosmos. And then I got a couple of it's gone. Brain's not working. Foxglove at the back there. And some more. There's some more Gloria's a daisy. And here's a good. See, now you can see all these plants here. These are all the bright green things. Those are all my brain. Zinnias. So now I can see what's zinnias and what's not zinnias. So I'm going to pull everything that's not a zinnia out of here because that's what I want to see. So this is going to be next week's project, not this weekend. We are supposed to be getting extremely high temperatures this weekend, so I will not be out here. Same thing here. It's hard to know what everything is, but I'm pretty sure I planted more poppies in here, so I'm going to have to just take a wild guess at what's a poppy and what's not. This little beauty. I'm making a shadow of myself here. I pulled this little rose out of the front. Isn't it pretty? It's gorgeous. And some more. I have some hollyhocks at the back there. I have some delphiniums and all kinds of perennials in here. And back here I've got some more volunteer sunflowers. Lots of them. So, garden's looking pretty good. And the weeds are looking even better. Oh, and in here I've got 2 more patty pan squash and 1 zucchini and some more sunflowers. Lots of sunflowers. They're everywhere. Kids next door are noisy. Oh my gosh, that sun is hot. Whew. Get over here to the shade. It's better. I went today to a little town down the road. They have a co-op hardware store, and in the flyer they had advertised hanging solar lights. So I went there with the intention of getting 2 boxes, and I was going to put them at the top of the trellis. But of course, when I got there, we just got the flyer yesterday. There was none. So obviously they didn't even have any. But now that I've got that notion in my head, I'm going to see that I can find some. I think it'll be really pretty to light that up at night. I'm hoping that the things in this pots are going to crawl up over this arch here too. We'll see. I don't have a lot of luck with things that climb. I don't know why, but we'll see. Anyway, that's my garden. Sorry for all the background noise. It's Friday, and it's getting close to supper time, and a lot of people are leaving town with their big campers on the back of their trucks. They're going up the mountain to the lakes. And so Friday night's quite noisy, people leaving. Saturday, however, is quiet, beautiful quiet. Everybody's gone. So take care, everybody. Thanks for coming along with my little garden tour, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.